I'm Mimi, welcome to my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video today. I am very happy to be sharing my continuing Mounjaro journey with you. I have just completed week 47 of this journey and I have only 2 weeks left before I run out of Mounjaro, and I am not quite sure what I'm doing next. I'm looking at all the options. I will share in due course what I decide to do. This week, as I said, week 47 sees me at 33.5 pound lost altogether. I'm going to talk a little bit more about my weight loss, in particular my weight loss on the 15 milligram. I have now been on the 15 milligram for, hold on, I've made a note, since the end of February and it's now July. I did not write it down on my piece of paper. I think that I have been on the 15 milligrams for about 4 months. I will check back and I will write it on here exactly how long I've been on the 15 milligrams. And I'm going to be talking a little bit more about my weight loss, or more recently my lack of weight loss on the 15 milligrams shortly. Just first of all, some life updates. I have mentioned in a previous video, I think I talked about going for a job interview, and I have been actively looking for a new job for the last few months. I feel that being slimmer has definitely boosted my confidence with the job search. And while I wouldn't want to speak for anyone that has met me, I am absolutely sure that potential employers are going to be more receptive to the idea of employing a slimmer person than a larger person. Perhaps you could add in the comments whether or not you agree with my thought on that. And my update is that I have a new job and I have already finished up my old job, and my new job is starting next week and I'm very excited about it. I am going to be working not too far from where I live. Previously, I was in a work from home position. So other than a few smart tops for video calls, I basically didn't have to think an awful lot about my appearance. So now I am going to be going back into an office. I'm actually going to be client facing. So my appearance is important in this new role. I have been shopping a lot for clothes. It's unleashed a bit of a monster in me because most of my existing wardrobe no longer fitted, and now I am shopping for a whole new closet and for a whole new purpose. So I think I might actually do another video. Perhaps you could let me know if you would be interested in a video on all of the things that I've bought. In particular, I've been buying a lot of clothes from Amazon. I had no idea that there was such a variety of clothes available to purchase on Amazon, and it is so easy to sit in bed at night on my phone, browsing through different items of clothing and then ordering them to be delivered the next day or maybe the day after. So yeah, I've been having lots of fun thrashing my credit card, buying clothes for my new job, which starts next week. But back onto my Mounjaro journey. As I said, I've just completed week 47, so I'm actually getting very close to my year point with Mounjaro, which is actually very exciting. When I started the journey almost a year ago, I literally had no idea where I would be in July 2023. And like many people, I started the journey thinking, well, it won't work for me because diets in the past haven't worked. But I am over 30 pound lighter. and I am very happy with that. I've made no secret of the fact that my weight loss has been pretty slow, but I am completely content and completely satisfied with where I am, even though I haven't reached goal as such. But what I really wanted to focus on today is my experience of weight loss on the 15 milligrams. My weight loss continued to be steady when I first went on the 15 milligrams, and continued to be slow, which is fine because the scales was trending in the right direction. But the last 6, 7, 8 weeks, I've stalled, put on a bit, stalled, put on a bit. This is rather disappointing. It's certainly not what I expected to happen on the 15 milligrams. It's not what I expected at all. My understanding is that all of the research indicated that the majority of people on the 15 milligrams see their highest amount of weight loss. And that hasn't been the case for me. It feels almost as if my body is rejecting the Mounjaro. I don't really know how to describe it, but sometimes I feel inside just like a gut feeling, a slight kind of, I don't know, nausea that I shouldn't be putting it in my body anymore. Maybe it is time for me to switch it up and try a different medication, or just come off it completely and see how I get on. I would be interested to know if anyone else has had that feeling. You know, it's something I can't really describe, and it could just be subconscious. It could be, you know, it could just be in my head, especially as I know I'm likely coming to the end of my Mounjaro journey. You know, maybe it's my body just getting used to the idea, you know, my mind rather getting used to the idea of not having it. But I've been getting feelings like, just like I said, like a gut feeling that I shouldn't be putting it in my body anymore. But I've also got very used to having this miracle medication, and if I have the opportunity to carry on with it, I absolutely will. And as I said, I've kind of been stalling and putting on weight. I think the last 6 weeks I've put on about, I think it's 4 or 5 pounds. It's actually quite a lot. It's really a little bit hard for me to work out what's going on. And because we know that weight loss, you know, if you're charting it, it doesn't go in a dead straight diagonal line. I'm not going to get stressed about putting on weight. It's a little bit sad that it means that I haven't made the most of my last weeks on Mounjaro. Yeah, honestly, I don't really know why I've put on some weight. I know I have talked in previous videos about dealing with stress and how I've worked out that I'm clearly a stress eater, and that having a bit of a wobble in my life has me reaching for the cookie jar. And I think potentially, I mean, I am nervous about starting my job next week. I'm actually surprised how nervous I am. I've been having dreams about it and things like that. So, you know, is it that? Am I picking at food a bit more, increasing my portions, not listening to my body telling me when I'm full, albeit that my body's guided by being on Mounjaro? Or has my body just got used to the Mounjaro and the hunger pangs are back? I've certainly felt a bit more hungry. I do think I've probably increased my portions a bit. Heck, you know, I should know. I should be able to see exactly what's happening, but it isn't 100% clear to me. So I'm still monitoring that. I think I've still got, as I said, 2 more weeks of Mounjaro that I've got in my fridge right now. So I'm going to see what happens in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to do my absolute best to continue with the habits that I have put in place while on Mounjaro, and hope that I do see a little bit of weight loss in the next 2 weeks to actually make me realise that the Mounjaro does still work and could still work for me. And even though I am currently going through this kind of feeling a bit anxious about the new job, and obviously I'm going to have the stress of the new job, then I've really got to be strict with what I'm eating to combat that, so that I'm not putting my hand in the cookie jar and, you know, eating more than I should. So really that's where I am with the 15 milligrams. You know, the promises of the majority of weight loss on the 15. I've been on 15 for a number of months now. Again, I'm going to count it up and write it on the video when I edit. And that promise hasn't really materialized for me. But, you know, who knows what would happen if I was on it long term. I think it would still steadily go down and eventually I would get there. So, you know, we will see what happens in the next couple of weeks, what decisions I make. And, you know, if I have to change medication, whether it does make a difference with the weight loss, whether it gets me out of this stall or this slight increase in weight that I've been experiencing of late. Yeah, I think that's probably all I have to share this week. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. I will update again soon, let you know how I'm getting on. I will certainly update in a couple of weeks, let you know what's happening next for me. If you don't already subscribe, please do so. Please click the like button. That makes me happy. I know that YouTube has changed its rules for monetization, and I've kind of looked at it and think that if I continue to put videos on, monetization is within my reach. I'm not quite sure what I feel about that, because it was never quite my goal, but you know, I think that would be quite cool. It might be a bit of fun if I manage to reach that. So please like the videos, because that will help me get more views and that will help me reach that point. Anyway, I'm signing off now. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.